full season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrived in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Good evening and welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it. This football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Returner choosing to field this one. He stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, that's a beautiful run here for the first down. Really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. Just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. On the move now. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up second down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Incompletion sets up a second down. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
To throw, it's Sayin. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. What a catch! They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38. The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a 4th down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Second down, we're going to throw it. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They draw first blood in this national title game. Wow, that is how you kick off a national championship game, Kurt.
Man, Chris, you're exactly right. This offense came out with a mindset that they're not going to wait around and wait for this defense to get settled in. They're going to punch them straight in the mouth and assert themselves. What a championship-level statement that was.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Goes to the pistol is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrived in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Good evening and welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on last season's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. This is a low liner. This won't go a long way. Touchdown, Buckeyes! A special teams lightning strike here in the national championship game. That could be a moment you never forget. A punt return to the house in the championship game.
Man, we've been calling national championship games forever. How often do you see a return like this taken all the way back for a touchdown? You talk about a game-changing opportunity for this team. We'll see if they can finish this game off after that.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Tide offense onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Breaks free. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Scanning the field. It's Russell. Receiver makes the catch. What a move into open space. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Look out, room to run here.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Yanks out. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 and a 1st down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
He lets it go. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. They begin to fight back here in this championship game.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go by the time he got the ball. And he
breaks into the clear. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the point after is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Adams. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. They bring him down, but that's good work by the return team. Found the lane, so this drive's going to start with decent field position. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play fake, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Williams. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that 1st down loss. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Catch made down near the 10, and he's still going. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
Boy, that's got to be a breakdown in coverage or a missed assignment. There's no way that a receiver should be that wide open.
The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. Quarterback drops back. Grab behind the line. It's Young. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
Really good job here by the offensive line. The windows get very tight for the quarterback. They do a nice job of giving him time to work through his progressions. I know he wants to get this ball into the end zone. After all, this is the national championship.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
4th and goal for the team. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Oh, no, trap him back there. A fourth down stop and a sack, no less.
Instead of getting points here and going for the field goal, this offense decides to get aggressive, and the offensive line gives up the sack. It looked like they miscommunicated. The defense, to their credit, is able to get after the quarterback, and they come up with not only a stop, but now they get the ball back themselves.
Takes the handoff. It's Peoples. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Dropping back. It's Sayan. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Catch made in space. Look out. That will pick up the first down. A spot at the 38.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Buckeyes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. The gun now on third down. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Catch made down inside the 25. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kurt. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. Well, they've flipped into the field. We're set for the second quarter, and the national championship trophy is in the building. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Seventh play of this drive in the championship game. Third down and short. Looking for a gap. It's Peoples. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back out of the field. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. And that's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith, the list goes on and on. And boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
He's running out of time here. He's got it inside the 10. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Back to throw. It's Russell. Caught behind the line. It's Miller. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
Well, Chris, it's a nice positive game, but let's face it. You're in the national championship. They've got to find a way to get this ball into the end zone.
2nd and goal for the offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He finds the running back in the flat. Tackle after the completion down at the 1-yard line. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Defense looking to bring heavy pressure here. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
A little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's brought down just across the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. We're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Pulls it in. It's Peoples. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. That's reeled in. It's Tate. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Buckeyes will look to convert here on 4th down. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. They stop it with the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down.
Well, great call, Chris. You're still in your own territory, but going for it in this situation isn't as risky as, say, being on your own 20, obviously. So I'm fine with the call, and clearly it works out for him this time.
The Buckeyes will try to keep this drive moving. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Well, it's a great catch near the sideline and does a good job of getting that foot down to secure the catch.
That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. The short hands. It's Peoples. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much they would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
The pass rush closing in. Caught over the middle. It's Graham. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. The offense will set up on 1st and 10.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters,
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
a really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
At first down, sack a surprise and moves him back into fringe field goal range. Looking to do on 2nd and long. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Graham down the middle. It's Smith. He's swarmed by the defense. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. To throw, it's Sayin. He's got it with room to run. And he goes down right there. That's more than enough for a first down.
What's another huge game for this guy? And I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. Boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. Let's talk strategy here. No gain on first makes it 2nd down and goal from the 7. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. Great pursuit by the defense that dropped him for a loss that time.
As they get stopped here on 2nd down, it's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Catch made on the out route. Solid tackle, able to get him down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. He was on target the first time. This is a chip shot. He was 23 yards out. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Just able to stop him, but it's a great return. Lucky to prevent a touchdown. They'll begin the drive with excellent field position. And the punting team is on the field. They know that it's first down. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Gonna run it. It's Miller. First down, looking for more now. Tackle made after a solid game. They'll spot the ball for 31.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
He's going to hand this off. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down to the 44.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Right back to him on first down. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of a play.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Offense now behind the sticks on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. To the air. It's Russell. Throws it to the right. Makes the grab. It's Horton. He's in the clear. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a first and goal inside the 10. They'll hand it off. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zero in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
So getting nothing on first down makes it second and goal from the 8. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Bama.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point puts him in front by 1. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Returner tackle right there. That's what we'll certainly run. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Last drive stalled. They're forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here being able to contain that run game, holding just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Finds room at the 30. Here he goes. Across the 40. Past the 20. At the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. To put them on top now.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. They'll try to run this one in. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down.
Hey, great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the two-point try.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now.
This is what's so dangerous about this offense, Chris. They have the ability to put the ball in the air downfield and really stretch those safeties back. This time they hit it for a big gain.
This offense showing their explosive ability. One huge play, and they're set up in the red zone. And the back gets the football. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Looking to pass. It's Russell. The pocket breaking down. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Got to pick up the third and short through the air. Oh, pass rush gets home.
Man, third down and one, and you allow a sack. Listen, I'm not a coach, but whenever I see a play like that on third and one, and you throw it instead of running, it's just a head-scratcher. And to make matters worse, they end up with a sack for a loss.
Makes it look easy.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Returner looking to create better field position. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the first play at the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Breaks into the clear. Finally tackled down at the 19, and just like that, the offense has moved into the red zone.
Man, this defense has got to do a better job. It's one thing to give up a completion, but all those yards after the completion are what can really hurt you as a defense.
Runs through the defender. Been a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Another positive gain by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. To bootleg here. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State. But they were backed up to start the drive. Did some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice
touchdown. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And they've got the returner corralled. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Back to pass. It's Russell. Pressure is coming. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up with the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defense.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. That one is knocked away and incomplete. Good defensive play on the last play of the third quarter. Well, Kirk, Ohio State has the lead here after one. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Now, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Another delay of game penalty. What in the world is going on with this offense? They'll mark off the penalty yardage. It's half the distance to the goal. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Back-to-back deep shots. Catch made wide open way downfield. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. Back to throw. It's Russell. He escapes the pocket. On the run here. Lets it go. Over the middle. It's Hale. Right down. It crosses midfield to the 46.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Looking to throw again. Deep shot toward the end zone. Downfield shot, balls. Complete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn that ruling on the field. And they're able to tack on the extra point. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Now, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Throwing off play action. Swarm with a pass rush.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass
looking to throw. Wide open downfield. He's in the clear. Great cut. They whiff on him. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
And there's the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Dropping back. It's Sayin. Lets it go quickly. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Chris, anytime a receiver runs around, he's looking to create separation for the quarterback to give him a nice target. That's always what you're going to see anytime you have a successful route. What we just saw here, complete opposite. They're lucky that ball was just knocked away.
After the 2nd down incompletion, we'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. As the 1st down is still going. They make the stop, but it'll be 1st and 10 now from the 18.
Oh, just a backbreaker for this defense. That's 2 separate times. On this drive alone, they've had a chance to maybe get off the field. They'd had these 3rd downs, only to give up 1st downs. Now, as a defensive coordinator, man, you got to dial up any kind of pressure at all to shoot a gap and try to bust that ball away from these backs.
Human clock with the running game. Headed for the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Extra point puts him up at 9 now. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. It comes down to this. They need to create some 4th quarter magic here, or this national championship will slip away. Looks like he's going to run it. Across the 40. They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a 1st down.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Dropping back. It's Russell. Running out of time in the pocket. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Receiver makes the grab, and he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down, but instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the track route and gets some positive yards.
Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Quick throw over the middle. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. He can go. Touchdown, Ohio State. Defensive score in the title game, and this place is coming unhinged.
Oh, he tried to force it, and it backfires. Heck of a job by the defense of stepping in front of that throw and taking it all the way back for a touchdown.
And he drops back in the gun. And it's intercepted, the last thing they could afford. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. National championship game comes down to this. They've got to get points right now. Serious urgency. Makes the catch. It's Hale. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. We reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Defense is coming after him. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. That's reeled in. It's Courtney. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards in the completion, but now it's fourth down.
Chris, I love what this defense is doing right now, working with a 2-possession lead, essentially telling the offense, hey, we'll give you those underneath throws. We'll allow those short gains, but we're not going to give any shots downfield, and we're going to tackle you inbounds to keep that clock moving.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looking for his big tight end. This one falls incomplete, and the defense makes a fourth down stop.
Well, Chris, they just had to go for us here. With the time that they have left, down by a couple possessions, really didn't have much of a choice. A really good effort to go for it, to try to keep this game alive, just not enough.
The offense just takes a knee here. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. They come to the line in victory formation, looking to run out the clock and secure the W. And the offense will just take a knee. That's it.